So AI is an ever-present tool that just continues to evolve, but amidst the clutter, which one stands out the best? What's going on, everyone? My name is Matthew. Welcome to my channel. Now, in this video, I'm going to go in a bit of a different direction, and I'm going to go over the 2 best AI tools for video editors today. So without any further ado, let's dive in. Number 1, Topaz Photo AI. This software has the ability to up-res your photos by increasing their dimensions, removing noise, sharpening subjects, and recovering the faces of those subjects. For this example, I'll use this photo of a kid. By the way, that kid is definitely not me. No resemblance at all. I'll zoom this out a bit and choose Fit. By default, the software runs the upscale and recover face features, and as it wraps up, you can already notice the difference. As we take a closer look at the upscaling features, we can change the AI model and just how large we want our final file to be. I'll go ahead and pick Max. Now, I'll toggle the denoiser. Often with these smaller pictures, you'll have some pixelated distortion that's especially noticeable here in the background. This should get rid of that. I'll also toggle the sharpener, bringing my younger self out just a bit. And voila, the final result. I mean, guys, this is f***ing crazy. I mean, just look at the difference, night and day. Now, if we open up more options in the other tools we just applied, we can make adjustments to what we just made. Essentially, we'd be lowering the percentage of the effect in cases where the effect may be too extreme. Now, this can happen in my experience and is something to watch, but for now, what we have here should do. Now, as we go ahead and save the image, you can see here that we can change the final photo's location as well as the file type. JPEG will work fine for me and works pretty universally. I'll also just keep the quality at 95, but this can be adjusted to if necessary. And that's it. So, I mean, guys, just think of the possibilities. You can up-res your old pictures. You can increase the quality of those pictures if you're using them, say, in a photo montage or in a documentary. It makes the ability to up-res your photos just even more accessible. That's not a tool that's been readily available for most video editors, so think of it. That's crazy. Number 2, Adobe Podcast. This one is not widely available just yet, as it's still in the beta. But what this tool can do is significantly improve the audio of someone speaking, no matter the environment. Really. For this example, I'll pull an audio sample from a previous tutorial I shot. Have a listen to it here. In this video, we will be going over how to open up your first Adobe Premiere Pro project. As you can tell, there's a lot of background noise and it's pretty echoey. Now let's go online to Adobe Podcast. I'll upload the WAV file of the audio we just heard, and it'll take a minute to process. All right, all set. Now let's play the processed file. In this video, we will be going over how to open up your first Adobe Premiere Pro project. I mean, are you kidding me? The difference is staggering. I'll turn it off now and play you the original audio again. In this video, we will be going over how to open up your first Adobe Premiere Pro project. Now, let's turn it on again. In this video, we will be going over how to open up your first Adobe Premiere Pro project. I mean, crazy. Now, depending on your audio file, it may be necessary to make a few more adjustments to what you just heard. I typically find that the bass tones are especially raised, maybe too raised. So for someone who has a deeper voice like me, that's a little too much. So what I like to do is bring it into Premiere, drop the parametric equalizer tool, and then just kind of balance those tones a little bit. And once you do that, the audio will sound so much crisper. And that's it, guys. I mean, as you can probably tell by now, AI is here and AI is here to stay. There's this theory out there that AI is going to take our jobs. AI is going to replace the video editors. Even in the strikes happening in Hollywood, you can see that that's a prevalent issue. In my opinion, at least for video editing, I don't think it's going to take our jobs. I still think you need the human touch that AI just simply can't give you. So instead of replacing us, I think it will assist us. It will help us to do our jobs better, our jobs quicker, and in the end, everybody's going to be happy. If you like this video, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and click on that bell to get notified every time I upload a brand new video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.